to the We Love Wrestling spot. My name is Terry. I'm actually with Maddie from Top Rope Squishy, and today we are with someone. If you're in Texas, you probably know her. She's a newcomer making waves. She's in a lot of promotions. She will be on the December 11th Mission Pro card. Her name is Jazmin Allure. How are you doing today, man?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. How are y'all?
I'm doing good.
I'm good.
All right. So Mrs. Top Tier, can I ask you, the first question I always ask is, why do you love wrestling, or what started your love for wrestling?
So it started when I was like 4 or 5. I went to a wrestling show with my brother, but I was one of those sisters that would do whatever my brother was doing. So wherever like he was watching, I would sit right next to him. So that's how it kind of started. I went to a couple shows growing up. But really last year, 2019, I was going through a lot of like depression and anxiety. Like it was really tough. It was a tough year for me. And then I got back into wrestling, like watching it, and it really helped me. And my cousin took me to a wrestling show in Mexico. It's CMLL. And so I watched it and I saw like the whole environment. I was like, yeah, I could do this. Like, yeah. And so I came back to Austin, and the day I came back, I signed up and I started the next day. Like I got my shoes and everything the next day.
What day did you start? How long have you been doing this? Yeah, how long have you been?
So I started last July. So I've been training for a little bit over a year, and I debuted in January of this year.
Wow.
Oh, you debuted in January, and then the pandemic happened. How did that feel?
It sucked because I got like a little taste. Like I did like a couple, like 2-3 shows, and then like the whole pandemic started, and I had to be on hiatus for like 6 months. It was tough.
Yeah.
In that 6 months, did you continue to train, make sure that it's not over with, but when he was able to get back in the ring, everything was good?
Yeah, so my school closed down for like 2 months, but I was still like working on my cardio and like gym. Well, not gym, but like kind of like more cardio, and like I bought some dumbbells and like jump rope, and I bought a lot of stuff to do at my place.
You said your school closed down. Can you tell the people what school you train at and who you train with?
So at that time, I was training at APW here in Austin, but now I train at the Dog Pound with Roddy Mack and Jazz. So that's awesome.
Nice.
Okay. Maddie, go ahead, get some of this energy.
So when did you start with the new training facility?
I started, I want to say in September. That's when I started with training with Jazz. She's awesome, a legend. So it's really great to like get advice from her and critiques. She's so awesome.
Nice. How did that opportunity come about? Did you search for it? Did somebody reach out to you?
So her and my other trainer in Austin, they were like really close friends, and they like do business together. So that's how it came about. Like that's how I met her, because of my former trainer. But yeah.
That's awesome. So I know you wrestled Holiday, right? So how was that match? Because I saw it. So I saw it on YouTube.
She's awesome.
She looked like a tough competitor.
Awesome, dude, I love her. Yeah, but she's so amazing. I want to have another match with her. Like I have to have another match with her. She's one of those where I'm like, I want to wrestle you again and again and again.
That was a good match. I really enjoyed that match. If you could pick like a future match with any wrestler, who would it be? Like a dream match?
I want to say Sasha Banks, because I love her style. I feel like it's kind of like the same, but a little different. But I love her so much.
Nice. That's all I got for now, Trey.
Okay. I'm a Sasha Banks stan, so kind of help me out. So, we got to talk about this. Let me switch the hat over. Doing it especially for the interview.
Nice.
Okay.
Mission Pro Wrestling. December 11th.
Mission Pro Wrestling.
You dig it. We own it. Sponsors December 11th at Pinball's Kingdom in Buda, Texas. Run it back. But I was watching the first show, like Maddie said. I saw you against Holiday on the pre-show, and then the second show, he was also on the pre-show. But it was a match going on between Miss Reality, Maddie Riskowski, and hi Maddie, and La Rosa Negra, and you took the PPW championship and just hit her Reality real quick. What's going on, Jazmin?
You know, we've been having beef for a while. I don't know if you guys ever saw the promo tournament that was going on online, and she had a lot to say about me. So that was payback for that.
In
Called me
a tournament?
ordinary. Yeah, so there was like a promo tournament going on, like during the pandemic, since we couldn't really work. There's just like a lot of us, like women wrestlers, were put against each other and to just talk about each other, right? Cut promos. And she had a lot to say about me, so that kind of added up to my anger, and that happened.
Because I wouldn't have thought of it. I was like, okay, Maddie might be doing a little bit. Then I looked and I was like, wow, what cost this? And a promo tournament cost all this. So,
yeah.
How do you feel going for the title on the next Mission Pro show? Are you bringing that home?
I feel very motivated. Like going from pre-show match to championship title match, that's amazing. So I worked my way up there.
You worked. Oh, okay. Now on the Mission Pro show, they'll be crowning a new champion. You're going for one championship. Do you have your eyes set on another on the Mission Pro title?
Definitely. I should be carrying all the championship belts by now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to put you on the spot then, since you should be carrying all the championship belts.
Get it, girl.
Who do you have winning the tournament between La Rosa Negra and Lacey Ryan?
Oh my god. I love Lacey Ryan, by the way, and I love La Rosa Negra too. They're both beasts. I think La Rosa Negra is gonna take it.
I'm not gonna give my choice, but
why not?
That's not fair.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah, come on.
Look at he wants to stay neutral.
I'm trying to stay neutral.
Are you like in between? Are you in between? Are you more one-sided?
He's not gonna stay.
I don't even know. Like I seen Lacey Ryan twice this summer, even though the pandemic happened. I seen La Rosa Negra twice this summer. I think it's gonna be a good matchup. As far as who I think it's going, I mean, I have a choice of who's gonna win, but I'm trying to stay neutral right here. You know, but
you don't have to though. You can say it. You're free to say.
Okay.
You put me on the spot. I want to put you on the spot now.
I'm gonna go. Oh man. It's gonna be a good match. All right, so I would want to see La Rosa Negra win because of how long she's been wrestling. I think she would be a good champion, but I can't go against Lacey Ryan because every time I see her perform, I'm impressed. And you know, she's young, a newcomer, and it's just gonna be a good match. You know, I'm not doing that. Don't put me on the spot. I don't want to be that way. So let me another put you on the spot question. I asked everybody this randomly. When did you start watching wrestling?
I was like around 4 or 5.
What year was that?
2004 or 5.
So,
I'm a 2000 baby.
All right.
Oh my
so
god.
for you, I'm gonna ask John Cena or Randy Orton?
Randy Orton.
Trish or Lita?
Yes. Trish.
Okay. I give you that. Okay. That's good. There's no wrong or right answers. Well, we're gonna even go back to the original. Rock or Stone Cold?
Oh man, that's so hard. I feel like that one's so hard.
He hit me with that yesterday.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Stone Cold.
Okay.
That,
There's
that
no
was my
right or wrong answer
answer
to that. There's no right or wrong answer. We haven't heard The Rock in a while, so I'm starting to feel away with these people, but it's all right.
I told you I love The Rock. I love The
So,
Rock.
Jazmin, let me ask you this. Since you just started wrestling, not started, and then, the pandemic happened when you got in the ring in January, what is it that you want the people or the fans to take away and know about you after they see you on the show?
I want them to definitely know that even though I am a smaller competitor than the rest, they shouldn't underestimate me because I can do from mat wrestling to high flying type of wrestling. So I'm very versatile, and that's really why I want people to know that I can just hang with anybody.
All right. And the last question before we do our last segment here is, what is your final goal with wrestling? If the pandemic and everything aside, if people seeing you in say 5 to 10 years, what is your end goal with wrestling?
I definitely want to get signed eventually. I know it's still a while because I'm still pretty young. I'm 20. I definitely want to have a long independent career before I get signed because I really want to learn from everywhere, from Japan, Mexico, Canada, Europe. I definitely want to get a lot of experience, so when I do get signed, I have so much to bring to the table, so I definitely want to just travel and get all this knowledge from everywhere. That's my short-term goal, and then long-term obviously get signed.
Okay. Don't any places you got to ask it. Where would you want to be signed at? Any of the 2 or 3 companies out here?
I mean, I
It
don't want to
doesn't
say a
matter.
specific company.
Yeah, you put her on the
then
So
you don't
yeah,
you
I
don't
don't
have
want
to
a specific
say,
company because then
do
what
you
if another
have
one contacts me?
right? Do you have one that you prefer over another one without saying which one it is? Do you have a preference?
I feel they're different too, because especially with WWE, how they're doing it with third parties, you can't really make money off that. Then you're just making off what your contract says. I don't really know, but it all depends. I'm still really young. Maybe in 10 years that's gonna change, and even in 5 years my answer might change. So right now
You never know.
I'm not really picky.
Nice.
all right. So the last thing we do here, we call a put yourself over moment. That's where you let us know your social media, if you have any shirts, anywhere that people can actually support you, anything that you have coming up that you want them to pay attention to. Just put yourself over.
So you guys can find me everywhere at Jazmin Allure. Everywhere, literally, that's my name. And definitely on Pro Wrestling T/Jazmin Allure, and definitely come to or if you can't come, you can watch it on Title Match Network, the December 11th Mission Pro Wrestling show, where I will be taking Maddie's title.
Hey, she's gonna take the title. She said that. So, Jazmin, I'll let you know. If you see me in the crowd and by chance you don't take that title, you will hear from me.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure. But you have put yourself on the spot, so we want to see it. So, Jazmin, thank you for giving us the time to speak with you about Mission Pro running back on the Title Match Network, December 11th. We also like to thank Maddie from Top Row Squishy for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And I'm Terry. And like I always say, if I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then we love wrestling. It's too sweet for the culture.